Gray, we're live.
Good to be here. Again, back-to-back days.
No, we had a break. We had a day break.
Oh, yeah, we didn't go yesterday. Sorry, it was such a blur. I just felt like shit the whole time.
You just passed out yesterday?
I just wasn't feeling the best. I think a weekend like what I had just kind of caught up to me and, just took it easy. Just took it real easy.
Yeah, I felt horrible yesterday.
Really?
Just so tired, beat.
Yeah, driving all weekend, it felt like. I mean, I was in Dallas, Lindale, here, and then back to Denton, and just all over the place.
Foxy with you the whole time?
The whole time. She's a ride or die, baby.
Nice.
She's a ride or die. But it's nice. We're back. The last two podcasts that we did were strictly for the people, and while I know that that's what we need to do sometimes, it feels nice to just kick back and watch what we want to watch.
Well, this one kind of is for the people because we already said we would watch this movie 2 episodes ago.
Okay. Or 3 episodes ago.
2.
Barbie came out.
Barbie, Oppenheimer, Death Proof. Okay, yeah. But I was thinking skipping to 2 episodes ago.
3 episodes ago.
All right, whatever.
Yes, when we watched Death Proof, we mentioned watching this movie.
And what movie is that?
Planet Terror.
This is the movie that Quentin Tarantino did with Robert Rodriguez. And I think they filmed this movie first, and it has the exact same cast that Death Proof has.
No.
That's what it said.
Does it? I mean, it just didn't look like it. Because, I mean, the cast has Bruce Willis and Thanos.
Maybe I'm tripping.
Thanos is in it.
Josh Brolin is in this?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's like a doctor or something. I watched like a trailer before I came over here, and I gotta say, your lack of knowledge in the movie, or maybe your expectations for the movie, are kind of cracking me up because I really think that you have no idea what we're getting into.
Yeah, I don't. I have no idea.
I've never seen this movie.
Yeah, I think, I'm tripping then, because I think whenever I said that on the podcast that I thought that they had the same cast on the Death Proof, that it's just the same cast, we did the 2 different movies.
Maybe like the girls.
Well, I think I was just on Death Proof thinking I was looking at Planet Terror's cast.
Okay.
I think I was just mixed up because I realized in that podcast I was confused on a stat. So maybe I was just wrong.
We'll see. I mean, maybe it was like a misread of like the girls in Death Proof being in this movie. Like maybe they're like the stunt doubles in this movie because we did find out. Yeah, we will find out. I gotta say, this movie looks like it could take a lot of different roads.
I'm sure it does.
Like a poem or like a game of Mario Kart. So I'm just very curious to see what actually happens. Not gonna lie, the trailer looks similar to Dusk Till Dawn.
And we spoke very, very highly of that movie last podcast.
I'm sure. So we'll just, I mean, hey, we got to go into it with an open mind. We got to do that for every movie we watch. It's just so important.
Do you think you'll like it?
I have no expectations for this movie.
Really?
Like I said, I'm going into this movie with an open mind. I'm going into this movie like how I did with Barbie.
You know what's cool about this movie? Is that we get to compare it to Death Proof because they were double features. So we can say, was it better than Death Proof? That's what I'm curious, if it was better than Death Proof or not. I'm going to guess probably not. By the way, you've been just kind of leading me on about it.
You've never even seen a trailer for this movie?
I've seen the poster, and I know it's about aliens.
I don't know. They could have been aliens in that trailer. It looked like they could have been a bunch of different things.
Dude, I'm so curious how this movie goes down.
It's gonna be weird. You know how I always say, like, damn, what a journey? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say this, like, ahead of time. Like, damn, what a journey. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and jump the gun on this one. But this is good. I didn't see, like, how long it is. But it just looks like it's going to be
3.5 hours.
A fun, imagine. No, like, God, there's just no way. Like, I don't know. Let's actually, I really want to, we got to see actually.
The thing about this podcast is that me and Gray, we sit down, record this, and then we go watch the movie and then come back for an hour, not less than an hour, to talk about it. So when there's a 3-hour movie, this is like a 4.5 hour endeavor that me and you are on.
Yeah. It goes fast for you.
The podcast might be an hour, but me and Gray spend 3 to 4 hours on this thing.
Only an hour and a half. Because I'm still like kind of just tired. And
you worked today, right?
I worked this morning. Yeah. Like I opened the restaurant. Like I was tired, you know? And then I got the day off tomorrow, but I got to get ready for another trip that I'm going on this weekend. I'm going to Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Nice. Is that where your parents, their like vacation spot is?
They got a cabin out there. And
what is it? It's like 9 golf courses or 9 lakes.
So the neighborhood in Hot Springs is called Hot Springs Village.
Yeah, just shout out one of your parents.
It's the largest. Well, it doesn't matter because they're never going to find it because it's the largest gated community in the United States.
Wow.
And it has 9 different golf courses and 11 different lakes you can go on. On top of the fact that there's just mountains for days.
Have you golfed there before?
I still haven't golfed. I haven't been out there in a long time. They were still like kind of building out the house and everything, but it's finished now. But we're going to be golfing. We're going to be hiking. We're going to be boating. Drinking. Hopefully not drinking like a crazy amount, but I just never know. It's like watching a movie. You know, I just go into it with open expectations.
If a bottle of Jack Daniels hits my hands, then a bottle of Jack Daniels hits my hands.
Exactly. Like if I climb to the top of a mountain and my brother Johnny, shout out Johnny, it's his 30th birthday this weekend.
Nice.
He just is like, hey, like, look at what we did. I'll be like, I know. How cool is this? He's like, here's this bottle of Jameson. I also happen to bring some ginger ales. Would you like to destroy them with me? What kind of a man would I be to say no?
You're right.
So...
Did you finish that bottle of Texas honey whiskey that I gave you for your 24th?
Finished it that night.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All I did was just go to my buddy's house and take shots.
Just blacked out?
Blacked the fuck out.
Nice.
Ended up at a strip club with my dog at 6 a.m.
They let her in? They let her in the strip club?
No. So I actually had to leave her in the car, but I was only there for like 20 minutes. One of the worst things I've ever done as a father. But the good thing is you can't do any worse than that. So I can only go up from here.
So you were hammered.
Yes. I met a guy named Adon at a club outside of Dallas. And the story is that I was really drunk and we were just waiting on our Uber. And this like bug lands on my arm. And instead of like swatting it off and killing it, I pick the bug up with my finger and just place it on the ground because like it was my birthday and I was just in this big place of love. I didn't want to hurt anybody or anything. So I like picked it up, put it on the ground. This girl comes up to me. She's drunk. And she just, hey, did you just pick that bug up off your arm and put it on the ground and like not kill it? I was just like, yeah. She said, that's the nicest thing I've ever seen. And I'm just looking at her and I'm thinking,
are you trying to fuck me?
Sad. I was just like, well, that's just sad. And then she pulls this other guy over, and this is Adon, and he's like, bro, I saw this shit too. And that was like so fucking cool. And I'm just like,
the fuck?
And I'm just like, what is happening? And so I just look at him and I say, thanks, man. Yeah, I just, killing isn't all that cool sometimes. And then we get to talking, whatever. All my buddies end up telling him, hey, like, it's his birthday, blah, blah, blah. Then we find out we have the same dog. He also has a Labradoodle. And so we just click. He's like, bro, you're fucking cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to this after party. You should totally come through, bring your dog. This is when I realized he was fucked up, but he was really better at hiding it. And so he gives me the address. He's like blowing my phone up, texting me. And we do. So we go back to my buddy's place and then we kind of chill out. I was like, guys, it's like 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. And I look at the address and it's like, I don't know, probably like 30 minutes away.
Jesus.
But I'm just like, let's fucking do it.
Dude.
So we do.
You think he expected you to actually show up?
Yeah, I mean, he was blowing my phone up. I'm like, bro, for real, like, can we come? And he's like, yes, absolutely. Like, y'all are more than welcome to.
This is his place.
So I thought.
Okay.
So we had a DD, my buddy Chambers. He was just good. But so he drove us, and that dude, I think at one point even invited Foxy. And I wouldn't swear to it, but I'm pretty sure he did. So we pull up to the sketchiest building. Well, actually not that sketchy, but it just wasn't a house. So I'm like, fuck, this isn't a house party. It's called the Ladies Lounge. It's got to be super illegal because they were serving alcohol at like 5 a.m. But I pull up and I have Foxy on the leash, and I'm just like, fuck it. I already brought her here. I may as well try. So I walk up. The security car that's like driving around the parking lot, like making sure everything's okay, like turns its lights on and then like starts shining on me. And his microphone just goes, "No fucking way you're about to take that dog into that strip club." And I just look at him, I'm like, "Certified therapy dog." He's like, "That's still so fucked up."
He said that. He said that on the PA.
He said this in front of so many people. Everybody's like laughing or whatever, but I don't care. I'm drunk. I'm already kind of pissed. I'm like, this dude told me I could bring my dog. Why would he do this to me? He knew it was my birthday. So I go up to the door, and there's like this big 6'4", like giant black dude with like a fucking AR-15 like across him.
What?
I'm telling you, loves Foxy.
Boom.
Just starts petting on her, everything. But he's like, bro, like, I gotta say, like, this is one of the most well-behaved dogs ever, but this is just a mad, weird environment for you to be bringing your dog in. And I was like, I get that, but I did. And then the other security guard, he's like, well, I mean, bro, like, do you have any papers on her? I was like, it's 4 a.m. I'm hammered, and no, I don't have any papers to identify her as like my therapy dog.
You probably could have fucking just pulled up a Google Images of a therapy dog certificate and just say, yep, this is hers.
Yeah, maybe if I had planned to like try and bring her into a strip club, I'm sure I could have thought of a better solution.
I mean, you're obviously drunk and confused.
Yes, I thought I was pulling up to a house party. I thought this Adon guy was going to have his Labradoodle. We were going to kick it, all this. And so they end up getting the owner of the club out there. And he's just like, man, like, I love this fucking dog, but I can't let your dog into my club. That's just a bad look.
You're like, dude, come on. Let us make memories.
Yeah. But so he doesn't. So I just leave Foxy in the car for a little bit. I just wanted to go get a drink and just see where the hell we were anyways. So we go in there. Nobody speaks English. Like, nobody. I had to Google Translate my double whiskey sour order.
Oh, wow. Not even the bartenders.
No, like nobody.
What was it?
I don't. It was Spanish. Yeah. And they were serving alcohol. It was like 4:30 in the morning. That's illegal.
It was like a Mexican strip club?
I guess, man. I guess. But yeah. So then, I mean, I was there for maybe 20 minutes and then just dipped. Because one, I didn't want to leave my dog in the fucking parking lot by herself.
Of a strip club.
Yeah. And then two, and just, all right, like, I'm glad I have this story, but I'm also ready to go to bed. And
did you ever find a Don?
Yeah, I talked to him. I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, yeah, man, sorry. I thought they might be cool with it. I was just like, they weren't. He's like, yeah, sorry about that. He's like, did you bring her?
Like, yes.
I was like, you fucking told me to, Adon. And, I mean, I don't know. He bought me a drink. So that was nice. But yeah, so that was my birthday weekend, or at least night one.
That was just night one?
That was night one.
Jesus. I was with you for night two. No, day two.
Yeah, you were there for day two. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to reveal too much more about my birthday weekend though, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of weird, crazy stories. But that's just a sneak peek. You had to be there for the rest.
Sounds magical.
Yeah. Yep. Don't bring your dog to a strip club unless you got the papers.
If you had the papers, I wonder if they would have let you in.
I think if I had the papers, like, I would have been good to go, because they were just like, damn, she's so well behaved, and like, and I was like, and she doesn't shed. I always throw that one out there. That's a big one. I was like, she doesn't shed either. And it's like, oh damn, like, she's damn near a human.
Do you have her registered as like a ESA?
Not
dog?
at all. No, I know I could though.
Yeah,
Like, she's so well behaved.
It's like $100. No, not even like a service dog for like apartments. You can just pay $100 to have your dog be labeled as an emotional support animal, and they waive all your fees.
So what? Like, could I also take her to strip clubs? I think that's more of a therapy dog.
No, because some like
but
hotels.
I don't want to. First off, I don't even like strip clubs that much. In fact, I've been to 3 in my life, including this one, and every time I go, I was like, what am I doing here? What is the point of this? I don't have enough money to get any of these girls to actually have like a genuine conversation with me, which that's my game. If I can't talk, then looking at my face while I throw a couple of ones on you is not going to really get the job done. And
fucking broke ass.
Which remains to be seen, because the first time I ever went, I got like not a private dance, but this girl like gave me like a 2-minute dance. She was like whispering a lot of things to me, but it was in Spanish. But you know, I thought she kind of like was picking up like the vibe I was giving off, which is like, hey, like, you know, we don't have to do this.
Have you heard of Jesus Christ?
No. It was like, you know, like, I'm better than this money. But then as soon as she like looked at me and was like, you want more? I was like, well, I'm not really trying to spend anything. Walked away. Didn't even say goodbye.
They're cold, dude.
They're cold-hearted, but you know, they're all about their money, and I get that. I respect it. So like, I won't ever go to a strip club again unless I have like racks to just
How much
throw.
money do you think they make a night?
Depends on the strip club.
They obviously don't keep all that cash, right? It's the club owners do.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta like throw it in, but like they make money, bro. I mean, that's why they do it. It's good money. But no, I don't really understand like the strip club thing unless you just have stupid money to just blow at the wazoo, which I do not. And that's fine. That's fine. If anything, even if I win, I do get super rich, I'm probably not going to be a strip club kind of guy.
Unless it's 4 a.m. and a Don's blowing up your phone to come bring your dog to a house party. Then you might show back up to a strip club.
Yeah. With my boys.
Hey. All right.
Planet Terror.
Let's watch this movie.
Let's go watch this movie and eat these tacos.
Let's go. And we're back.
Yeah.
We just watched Planet Terror. And let me say, what a journey.
Yeah, I called it. So hell of a cast.
Yeah, hell of a cast. Probably the most corniest, cheesiest movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I guess that was the point. That have better have been the point to make it corny.
No. What is the point? I don't know what the point of any of that was. It was just I had fun, I guess, in like a blood sport kind of way, I guess.
Yeah, definitely in a blood sport kind of way.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, it was pretty much like a Dusk Till Dawn type feeling,
But worse.
No. This was better than Dusk Till Dawn.
What?
Oh, without a doubt. Dusk Till Dawn, like they were just trapped in one building the whole time, and like all it was just like Call of Duty zombies. Like that's what Dusk Till Dawn turns into. There's no more plot. There's no nothing. It's just straight up killing and killing and killing. And when you think they're done killing, more vampires come in. In this one, at least, there's like a couple of aspects. I mean, there's the sheriff being the brother of the barbecue guy who like provides the first sanctuary for them to like, you know, all team up. And then there's the daughter with the evil doctor who's Josh Brolin, and her father is actually like the main sheriff of the town. And then there's the love story, obviously, between El Rey and Cherry. And there was levels to that. So I'm not going to lie, like all cheesiness aside, like there was some pretty good like plots going on in this movie.
I mean, it was cool. It's like if a 12-year-old boy
Yes.
try to write the coolest movie he possibly could.
Absolutely. In fact, I wouldn't even say 12. I think I would actually take it to like 10 years old. But
maybe even 8. Maybe even an 8-year-old.
No. I think I'm still going to go 12 because like just the added random horniness
Yeah,
throughout
dude.
the whole movie. So I'll meet you at 12 to 13.
That scene seems like it was an afterthought once he wrote the ending. He's
What?
like, oh wait, maybe I can make her pregnant. Yes, sex scene.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Yes. I mean, that was like all we were missing pretty much this whole movie. Like up into that, like he probably just looked at the script and was like, whoa. We got a zombie apocalypse, obviously. We've got strippers. We've got guns attached to strippers' legs. We've got dogs dying for no reason. We have a child kill himself with a gun. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty dark and so unnecessary. So Quentin Tarantino was like, obviously, like, I gotta have one sex scene in this movie, and it was a key part to the movie.
Well, I wonder
Or was
if
it? She really didn't have to have a kid. Now that I think about it,
No.
It wouldn't have changed much, except that she's leading the future. Excuse my hiccups. We had a lot of food during this movie. But yeah. So, what do you got? What do you got for me? I feel like I actually just dove deeper than I really knew I was going to.
I wonder if Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez feel like they have to, in order for us to care about the main character, they have to just show them off being sexy if they're a girl. Like, that's kind of the way they only got us to, or they attempted to make us like the main character. It was just by, boom, stripper pole, let's go, striptease. Same thing with Death Proof. Boom, she's a stripper, making them dance, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It seems like they think, in this movie at least, it seems like the only way they thought they can make us root for the characters is to make them hot.
Yeah.
Which is like, dude, they're both, it's just so strange. I don't know. It's just,
I think Quentin Tarantino has made it very clear that he like wants to be. I think he likes working with cool people.
well, I think, yeah.
Like he just that's one of his main things.
He loves hiring good-looking women, and he loves playing a rapist.
Yes, but like not even good-looking women. Like he loves good-looking men in his movies too. I mean, like I bet that's why Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was like his final film.
But not really, though. He doesn't really hire good-looking dudes. Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, but he likes like the classic American-looking guys, I guess is a better way of putting it.
I guess.
Like he enjoys the guys that are smoking cigarettes and love guns. Like he loves those kinds of guys. Hey,
Foxy.
yeah, hold on. Nope, I'm just gonna go ahead and get her out of here. Sorry for the interruption. Had to kick my dog out.
Foxy's having too much fun with her toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like they have a cheap way of just I don't know. They don't try that hard. They just show a hot scene and they hope that that's good enough for us to really care about the characters.
It just makes me wonder, how does this whole movie come about in reality? Because first off, I want to see when this movie was made.
Yeah, obviously it was after Osama bin Laden was killed, because Bruce Willis is in this scene. He's in the very beginning and he's toward the end, and you come to find out that Bruce Willis's character killed Osama bin Laden.
2007.
Wow. They really, the one thing this movie did good and was cool is their shots. Like it was shot cool. They had good shots. The cinematography was fine. It's just the corny, cheesy lines, the bad acting, the strange plot points, the absurd attachments putting onto the stripper's leg. I mean,
this stripper puts an assault rifle with a grenade launcher attached to her leg, and then without pulling the trigger, she's able to just lift her like stump leg up and just kill and shoot everybody in sight. Unlimited ammo, including the grenade launcher. At one point, she even shoots she like shoots herself up with the grenade launcher, which doesn't blow her up, although it totally should.
Yep.
And then she lands,
flies through the air,
kills more zombies.
No, mid-air, she points her leg out again and just shoots some people out.
Lands, like, not on her face, but like slides like a baseball player, and then gets up and shoots off like I think 3 more grenades. And this is all without dying or reloading.
Yeah, it's such a strange movie. I hope this movie was first, because Death Proof looks like a fucking masterpiece.
Exactly.
It shows you, but here's the thing. Maybe this is, I remember I said this during the Death Proof podcast. It seems like I was wondering why Robert Rodriguez wasn't as famous as Tarantino, so they thought they had similar styles, and I think I know why. I think he aims for the cheesy, corny, like he enjoys making corny ass movies.
Yeah.
That's his whole niche, is making just these corny ass, almost like B-movie type of movies. Tarantino knows how to do cheesy well, because if you look at Kill Bill, if you just kind of describe it, Kill Bill is a very corny storyline.
Absolutely.
But it is so damn cool, and the way Tarantino makes it, nothing really seems cheesy, and you're kind of like enjoying the cheesiness. In this movie, you don't really enjoy the cheesiness until you're like, okay, what's going on? Then you kind of like it once the machine gun goes on the chick's leg, the stripper's leg, then you're like, okay, I guess it's funny now.
Yeah.
It just goes over the board way too much.
Yeah.
To where you're just like, okay, yeah, I guess the corniness is cool.
Yeah. But again, like I said, this is better than Dusk Till Dawn. Dusk Till Dawn, I just remember being like, damn, like, there's nothing different happening. It's literally just vampire after vampire after vampire. Like, it's just a rampage. Like, at least with these people, like, they're surviving, then they're getting captured, then they're, like, Bruce Willis, his character, is able to explain how Osama bin Laden is the reason for this outbreak. And and it's just like, oh shit, okay, whoa, I guess they took it there. But with Dusk Till Dawn, like, I just remember thinking, damn, like, this started off so cool. Like, this plot seems like it's going to be really interesting, with like George Clooney having a psychopath brother, but they're bank robbers, but now they've kidnapped, and then like, but his brother like enjoys raping and murdering, and it's just like, oh fuck, like, this is gonna be dark, it's gonna be bad. And then they pull up to a hotel, and no, it's just vampires, and it's just murder. This was better than Dusk Till Dawn.
No, yeah, I think it's, I don't remember it too much, but I do remember how it just kind of just ended up being a killing spree at the end. Just like no real point.
And again, obviously this movie is that too, but
they have a mission. They have a goal. They're trying to get somewhere. That's a breakout. They're trying to survive the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Dusk Till Dawn is just, they just got to kill the vampires, and just, that's
survive. Yeah. It's not much to it.
Yeah, this movie is, I mean, definitely 12-year-old writer vibes.
Yeah. 12 to 13, like, balls are either about to drop or they just did. Like, he has finally, like, he probably just saw like a really hot girl in a movie, and like it finally like did something for him, where he was like, holy shit. I mean, it was Megan Fox for me. There's
so many weird little quips about these characters. I mean, the doctor businessman, he just likes to collect people's balls. That's never explained. He has a knife.
No, okay. Yeah, it's not.
He has a knife on his hip that he uses to cut people's balls off and put them in a jar. Okay.
And he collects them.
Nobody ever questioned him about that.
Yeah.
I'm here to take your balls.
They definitely didn't explain that one either.
I thought the balls were gonna have have something to do with the antidote.
And then it was, holy shit, the doctor getting killed by like a sniper. But there's so many just random deaths that It's like, fuck, like why did they have to die right there?
This movie 100% felt like a nightmare dream.
Fever dream, absolutely.
It's just like, what the fuck is going on? Wait, the dog died. Fuck. Oh
yes,
no. Okay,
like,
here's something that's fucked up too. That's like a fever dream. I guess he just wanted things to be scary or disturbing because it's a horror movie.
Or just unpredictable.
The chick, there's a lady who is Josh Brolin's wife who's been cheating on Josh Brolin with a girl. She escapes the hospital that all the breakouts in because she's a nurse, he's a doctor. She takes her son to her dad's house. She's gonna go try to get her dad, who's the sheriff, to come help them out. She says, "Here, son, take the gun." The kid's like 7, 8 probably. Take the gun. If you see anybody, shoot them, especially if it's your dad. But don't point it in your face because you're gonna blow your head off. She walks away. Not 6 seconds later, bah! The son blew his face off. She let the 8-year-old son blew his face off in the movie. And that doesn't get any worse.
And they show, like, you see him for like a split second. Like, you see his face.
Yeah, like it's like, wait, did he just kill himself? Oh, confirmed. Don't leave it up to speculation.
Well, no, because you're like, if you're like me, you're thinking like the gun went off, and when she like gets in there, you know, he'll probably say something like, "Sorry, Mom, I just wanted to see if it worked." But no, she looks in the car and his face is fucking blown off because he did exactly.
Who kills 8-year-old boys?
I didn't know if that was actually like allowed in movies. Like the kid kills himself. Like it's an 8-year-old suicide for no reason. And then that's it. Like the kid's just never even talks about. There's not even like a moment of sympathy for the mom.
The only thing she has is, "You made me do this," whenever her zombied doctor husband is coming back. She's like, "You made me do this." It's like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, okay, so then that happened, and then not 20 minutes later, they finally have escaped from the barbecue sanctuary because it's being like overrun. And the barbecue guy, the truck he's in, he's got his dog with him that pretty much like eats all of his barbecue all day. And the dog just decides to jump out of the window. And he's like, "No, don't do it." And he jumps out, like out of his lap, just to get destroyed by a car. Like there was just no reason to put that in there.
And again, you have to remember, this movie is 12-year-old boy mentality. So every time somebody gets shot, it is like an explosion off their chest.
Yes, the dog gets run over by the car and just... How's that sound effect?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Blood splatter, just...
So, just a lot of unnecessary deaths. So, I guess with that being said, the movie kind of keeps you on your toes. Because nobody's safe. I mean, I thought Cherry...
Oh, 100%.
I didn't think she was going to be the main character. I thought she was going to be just the first girl to die.
Well, so we first see Cherry. She's doing her stripper dance, and then she gets her leg chopped off or some shit.
Fergie!
Oh, yeah.
Fergie's in this movie.
Yeah, Fergie's in this movie, gets killed.
Murked.
So many characters that you're like, why'd they die?
Yeah, I wonder... like what their purpose is going to be in this movie. It's just to die.
Well, if Robert Rodriguez's goal was just to make us be scared of everybody's, are they going to survive? He definitely did that.
Yeah, because I didn't know what was going on. Then there's the deputy that loses his finger, and he also like can't stop killing innocent people.
Yeah.
But he gives him like this weird, I don't even know. He gives him this weird like character arc because he finds his wedding ring and like gets it, grabs it, tries to like put it on, all this, and then he survives like a few more scenes, and it's like,
he survived a cutaway, then back to them.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, oh damn, like maybe he's gonna play a big role. Nope, 4 zombies just grab him out of nowhere and split his whole body apart. The more I think about it, the more fun this movie actually kind of was.
The movie's just a wild ride. Is it good? No. Is it entertaining? Yes.
Yeah. So, Planet Terror.
Definitely don't think it's better than Death Proof.
No, but that's Death Proof is at least like kind of just realistic in a way.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Believable.
Kinda. I mean, yes. Like you can think of there being a possible like serial killer who just enjoys like getting in car wrecks and like killing people, you know?
Yeah, because in this movie there's a lot of coincidental deaths or I didn't see him coming. A whole lot of like when Josh Brolin when the zombie Josh Brolin, the first guy he treats is the first zombie. They don't know what it is, right? They got to chop his arm off because it's spreading up his arm. That's where he got bit. And so they sent him to the surgical guy to go in and I think that's still recording. Anyway, they sent him up to the surgical guy to get his arm chopped off, and obviously the zombie ended up coming back to life, killing the doctor. Hold on. Okay, so Josh Brolin's character ends up getting chased by the zombie who woke up, stole the doctor's saw, and Josh Brolin just frozen against the wall as the saw blade is coming toward him.
Yeah.
The circular saw is coming toward him, and it's like, why would you not just step to the side and kick him, or at least try to push him?
Yeah, I guess he's in shock. I don't know.
The only thing that stopped him from not dying in that scene is because the plug didn't reach far enough. It's just like corny, like little tropes that are just thrown out just because.
Yeah.
Like put him in a corner. I mean, you could literally just have him run into the corner.
Again, it just makes more sense to me to think that this was written by a 12-year-old. That's what I've accepted. Like Robert Rodriguez, maybe he wrote and directed this, but maybe he wrote this when he was 12 fucking years old and then like updated it a little bit. Like maybe him and Quentin were just like messed up one night, like getting drunk, whatever. And he's like, dude, like, look at this shit. Like I wrote this when I was 12 years old. And Quentin just looked at it. He was like, bro, you want to just do it? Like, let's just do it. And then they just did it. So like he accomplished his 12-year-old dream of making that a movie.
Quentin Tarantino is credited on helping write this movie, so I wonder what parts he wrote. Just the foot scene?
I don't know if is he credited on any writing? I know he's a producer.
You gotta look it up. My phone's recording.
Yeah.
This episode's shot on iPhone because I forgot the batteries to my camera at work.
Yeah, this episode is definitely the most just the most ratchet episode we've ever done.
It's definitely the most
from
ratchet
the movie,
episode.
From the production to Foxy, like all the pauses.
Dude, this is Planet Terror's theme is definitely wearing off on us in this episode.
Yeah.
They did go deep into their own style with the old vintage horror movie. Death Proof had the same like fake film grain. So did this movie, especially this movie had a ton of grainy, colors and the melted film. It played to that old school horror movie to a T.
Yeah, he had no writing credits.
Okay,
He was just a producer.
That's good.
He was just along for the ride, and an actor. His character's name in this movie is Rapist Number 1.
He loves to play creepy dudes. What is up with that? Why does he do that? In Reservoir Dogs, he plays a guy that says the N-word a couple times. And what's his next one he's featured in? Pulp Fiction. Sorry, Pulp Fiction. He plays. No.
Pulp Fiction. He just plays like the kind of racist guy, but also
Pulp Fiction. He's a guy that says the N-word. I think he does it too in Reservoir Dogs, maybe.
In Reservoir Dogs, yeah. I mean, he's just like one of the minor. Like he's a robber, but like you don't even see him like get killed or anything. He just gets shot in the bank. In
this movie, he's a soldier who wants to rape.
Yeah, he's just like super horny.
Even when his balls are dripping off, he's like, "Fuck it, I just gotta get it done quick."
Yeah. Wow, that sounded exactly like him too. Yeah, I mean, just I don't know why he enjoys playing the rapey characters. I guess maybe he thinks. Well, the only way I could justify it is like. If there's going to be an actress having to like act with like a rapey character, like it should be me because like I'm not a rapey guy.
I guess.
That,
But I hate to
there's
say
just
it.
one weird way to like justify it.
I hate to say it, but he did always work with Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
And he knew about it. On the Joe Rogan Experience, when he was on it, he talked about how he knew that was going on. Everybody knew it was going on, but nobody said anything. So they're a bunch of cowards.
It just, I don't know. I don't know. And we already know about the foot fetish thing. In fact, we even saw a couple shots in this movie.
Quinn's like, if I'm going to be in this fucking movie, you better put a foot in there.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'll act for you, but I want more feet. He even throws in the fact that he's never seen a three-legged stripper. He's seen a stripper with
12 toes.
Yes, he
One
said that.
breast.
He said that, and I bet that was like Quentin Tarantino's like favorite stripper ever.
It's probably a true story.
I bet
him
it's
and
a
Robert
true
Rodriguez.
story, and I bet it was like the hottest night of his life or something. And then he
No,
ended
the hottest night of his life was filming Till Dusk Till Dawn when Salma Hayek put her foot in his mouth.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
You know what's funny? Whenever you said that during that podcast, I didn't realize that wasn't like happened in the scene. I forgot about that, and thought that was just a funny thing you said. You like put her foot in his mouth, but no, literally,
she literally
did that.
puts her foot.
I
in
totally
his
forgot
mouth.
about that because I was looking up scenes and I was cutting up editing reels, and that I was like, oh shit, she does put her foot in his mouth. Holy shit.
Yeah. Well.
What is that? Okay, let's imagine you're an actress and you know this motherfucker's got a foot fetish and he writes in the script, you gotta put a foot in this guy's mouth. Oh, okay, that's fine. And then you get to set and it's him playing the character and you're like, dude, what? Then he has to run to the bathroom.
Yeah.
He has his hands in his pocket.
I mean, I don't know. Just the show goes on, I guess.
Yeah, bro.
It's just like, I don't know. It's weird. There's a lot of weird Quentin Tarantino films out there that I'm just like, wait, how did this even come about? But there's also a lot of good ones. So,
A lot of good
I mean,
ones.
he's just all over the board, but I swear, I would not be surprised if one day, like, we just heard a story about Quentin Tarantino saying that him and Robert Rodriguez were just hanging out one night. And Robert was like, look at this script I made when I was like 12 to like 14 years old. And Quentin just read it and he was like, dude, like, if we could just add Osama bin Laden in there somehow, like, this is a really good movie.
Okay, so 2007, this movie was made. What came before 2007 from Tarantino? We seen
Yeah, because
Reservoir Dogs.
Death Proof was 2008 or 2009.
Oh, I thought they were the same year, like back to backs.
Or is it?
Grindhouse was, I'm sure they released at the same time.
Let me see here.
Because, okay, so we've seen, just go to Tarantino's, like, his movies. We got Reservoir Dogs first. Then it's, what, Pulp Fiction?
Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Four Rooms, never seen that. Jackie Brown, classic. Both the Kill Bills,
okay.
that's 2003, 2004. No, yeah, I was wrong. Death Proof was 2007. And then Inglourious Basterds was 2009. So just, what the hell?
Just a dent in the career.
Just
So
weird.
imagine you have watched all the Tarantino movies. You're like, this guy is fucking sick. Oh shit, him and Robert Rodriguez are making a double feature horror movie? Dope. You go to watch it and you see that and you're like, at the premiere, you go to the premiere and you watch Planet Terror and you're like, what the fuck? Because, I mean, I'm sure you're expecting to see some badassery from Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez partnering up.
Yeah.
You don't expect the most corniest fucking movie you've ever seen in your life. You think that was like the premise behind it? That they were trying to make a corny movie? Was that the whole point of this endeavor?
I don't know what the point is. Maybe they were just having fun and
I hope we just don't know the times back then of them two, and maybe we're not in on the inside joke.
Maybe they were just on a lot of drugs. Maybe. I truly, at the end of the day, I mean, that really is the only thing that makes the most sense to me.
What's the budget for this thing? And look up the budget and look up how much money it made. Let's see what the budget was and then the gross box office. Yeah, I guess. I mean, Robert Rodriguez, I guess, is just he just likes his corny movies.
23 million.
Okay.
That was the budget.
$23 million.
How much did Planet Terror make?
I'm gonna guess. Budget's 23. I'm gonna guess it made 22.
11.4 million.
Took a fucking $10 million loss. I mean, shit. Can you blame it?
No. I mean,
if you
no.
I'd go see it if you went to go see it and you're like, dude, you need to fucking go watch this movie. That movie's in the theaters right now. I'd go see it.
No, if that movie is in theaters right now, I'm not seeing it.
Honestly, yeah, probably not.
No.
But it's like not as much, but it's kind of like a Cocaine Bear situation.
No, because Cocaine Bear was just... Cocaine Bear actually like has a chance of happening. This really doesn't have... Like, none of this is realistic. None of it.
No.
Cade. None of it.
None of it.
None of it. Remember, I mean, they put the most badass character on like a kid motorcycle.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And he hops and he drives away on a wheelie and ends up leading the pack.
Dude, this is written by a fucking 12-year-old that had a fucking pocket rocket. El Rey.
This is me and Shadow Recon. Like, this is if Shadow Recon was supposed to like make a movie, this is what I did.
Because there's a scene
and
in this
all
movie.
my ideas are from Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah, this is 100% ideas from Call of Duty Zombie. There's a scene when they finally all strap up. The whole gang's ready. They're locked and loaded. They're riding out. The stripper Cherry, she's got her peg leg still. Or no, she does.
She doesn't lose the peg leg until she puts it in Quentin Tarantino's eye.
Okay, right. Okay, yeah. So she got her peg leg still. She's on a badass bike. People are in the giant tow truck that can just mow over the zombies. And El Rey, who we just watched him, I think, do a backflip out of the hospital and just like slice and dice the zombies and become. I mean,
we're talking ninja moves.
We never realized.
Never got the El Rey story.
We don't know why
we
El
just
Rey's
know
El
he's
Rey.
somehow a legend.
But he rides off. He out of the trunk of a car. He takes a pocket rocket out, like a little bitty motorcycle, like what kids ride, like what 8-year-olds ride, and think they're a badass.
Yeah.
He takes that, sits on it, crouches. His legs are butterflied out because he can't fit, obviously, and he wheelies off. Wheelies like,
and then leads the pack.
Leads the pack on the pocket rocket.
Pack. Like we've got the tow truck, the badass motorcycle. The barbecue dude even had like some badass whip, like classic car. I can't even remember what it was. And like there's just El Rey on a, what's it called?
Pocket rocket.
And he's just on a wheelie. Still has his machine gun. Still just spraying down the zombies.
Why do you think... Why did they get taken prisoner? If they were just going to rape and kill him anyway. What was the purpose of taking him prisoner? Antidote? Maybe. I don't know. Because they already had prisoners. If they needed fresh blood for the antidote, they already had the prisoners. So like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because that's the other thing. Like these zombies, it's not like, were they hungry? Were they even hungry? Because
they wanted was that a fucking joke about the knowledge, or was that serious?
What?
Whenever in the beginning of the movie, the little boy's playing with his toys, and he's like, "I want to eat your brain for knowledge" with his toys, and the mom's like, "Okay, I told you not to play with toys at the breakfast table." And then at the end of the movie, once the zombie husband comes back to kill his wife, he's like, "I want your brains for knowledge."
I guess he was just saying it to like kind of freak her out or something.
Yeah, was he just fucking around, or did the zombies actually want their brains for knowledge?
We never get an explanation.
They became superhuman too.
Yeah. As many cool little subplots there was also a lot of plot holes. So, I mean, what do you rate it?
3.
Perfect. I was going for 3.
Yep, 3. I think the shots are cool, but it's just not good.
No.
Usually I would recommend watching it, but truly, I don't recommend watching this movie. It's a complete waste of time.
Complete waste of time.
The beginning, like, honestly, every single time we watch a movie, I get excited to watch it. I'm totally into it. This movie, I was like dreading watching it. I'm like, dude, I was excited to watch it from the beginning of the podcast, and then as we started watching it, I'm like, dude, this movie fucking blows.
Yeah,
it got better over time.
You,
but
you just have to embrace the absurdity if you actually put yourself through this.
Because the beginning.
So we'll have some real fans if people actually decide to watch this.
Yeah. If you want to enjoy the absurdity with us, definitely watch it. But if you are looking for a movie to watch, there are so many other better options.
Yes, it's only an hour and a half. So, I mean, just know it's an hour and a half that you won't get back. But also, just want to remind everybody, this was Cade's pick. So
I think it was your pick.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
I think it was a mutual pick.
No, it was not. You texted me and said...
Oh, yeah.
You texted me and said, hey, man, we need to watch Planet Terror.
I did, after we agreed to watch it on the Death Proof episode.
I agreed to watch it, but I mean, if I had just watched Death Proof and then that was it, I don't think I would have been like, oh, shit, now I need to see this Planet Terror, because I did not know that was like a double
You did
horror feature.
From that episode.
When you told me, sure, but that didn't mean I was just like, oh, shit, we should watch Planet Terror.
You literally said that, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, we're going to have to go back and watch it.
Run it back.
We'll have to run that back. But
I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty damn sure you said, well, I guess we got to watch it.
All right. Well, I mean, just know I forgot about it.
Okay.
I forgot about it because we've seen Oppenheimer and Barbie since then. If it was my idea, I mean, it does make sense that we'd have to do it. I was only kidding. Like, if that was the point, which I don't know what the point is anymore. I don't know what anything is anymore.
I mean,
I give it a 3.
Just like From Dusk Till Dawn, it seems like Robert Rodriguez just kind of goes, yeah, that was good enough.
Yeah, we'll just fuck it.
He takes a shot. Like, a lot of the acting scenes or some of the shots, it's like the actor didn't 100% get it, but it's like, yeah, we're good. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Josh Brolin had some scenes where it's like, was that his best take? So it's like, Rodriguez is like, yeah, that was good enough. I think we got it.
God. Josh is just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. They only got like parts of the script. They didn't get the whole script. When they go to watch it, they're like, what the fuck is this movie?
No, Josh is just, because like, bro, think about the makeup. Think about how much makeup like that takes, like on Josh and Bruce Willis too. Well, Josh Brolin, he's an A-list actor now. Like, Bruce Willis, I think, was like a big time actor at this point.
It's like,
maybe not A-list, but maybe
he's Josh Brolin.
Was he Josh Brolin at this time?
Look up when No Country for Old Men came out.
Yeah. Okay.
See what that came out. It's got to be before. That's an older movie.
I don't know if it was before. Let's see.
You seen that before?
So many times.
Nice. Because think about it, Josh Brolin. Let's see.
2007. So the same year as this,
dude. Oh, nice, Josh. No, I watched No Country for Old Men. That was really good. I heard Josh Brolin's in a new horror movie called Planet Terror. Oh shit, let's go watch it. And then just what?
It's like, do these actors like, do they just want to do Quentin a favor? I don't know.
It's not even Quentin. It's Robert Rodriguez.
I don't know. Something's going on. Maybe Harvey Weinstein somehow. I mean.
So imagine Josh Brolin, serious actor. He probably just shot No Country for Old Men with the Coen brothers. And there's a scene where he's like, he has a thermometer in his mouth because he's trying to check his temperature, I guess, to make sure he doesn't get infected. And at some point he just like bites down on the thermometer, and it just like, imagine Robert Rodriguez giving that direction where he's like, yeah, all right, bite down. Josh Brolin's like, you want me just to bite it? And then like, you're going to get a close up of my mouth, just drooling the stuff out. He's like, yep. All right.
Cut. That'll do. Good shit, Josh.
Yeah, I mean,
on to the next scene.
I really don't have that much stuff to say about it because it's just there's nothing really good to highlight. A lot of stuff to not highlight that is funny, but it's just like there's too much to even pick out.
There's a lot that happens in this movie, but at the same time, it means nothing. It adds nothing. It's just a lot of shit going on in this movie.
Yeah,
so,
it's a waste of an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's just a reason for Quentin to get like all these like hot actors together, and like they probably just party on set the entire time, and then just kind of went from there. So
yeah, because another point to what I was saying about in the beginning with them showing off like the girls looking good, just to like that's their only positive trait is just like them making them look good for the guys to root for them, I guess.
Yeah,
and it's like Fergie is a short character in the beginning who gets killed off early, so it's like the first like you think maybe main character getting killed, and half the shots are just him showing her tits off.
Yep.
Like there's like she's like bending down, like looking up, all dreamy, like
yeah.
Obviously being
now that
flirtatious.
I think about it, there were a lot of drugs on this set.
Probably.
Yep. That's I think that's what I'm just gonna assume is happening in this entire movie. Is
I hope they were laughing the whole time on set, just having a good time, just being corny.
I think that's what was going on. Like they were just
so many lines are just corny ass cheesy lines that you're like, oh my god, like. There's somebody like what's the ball one in the beginning? He was like, I think I got you by the balls now.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I guess
I remember he said something about like the lady who didn't have a brain.
Yeah,
but what did he say?
So the Josh Brolin's wife, the girl she's been cheating on, Fergie's the girl she's been cheating on.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Fergie is the girl that Josh Brolin's wife has been cheating on him with, and she gets rolled into the hospital. They open it up. It's like, it's a no-brainer. What does that mean? She has no brains.
That's what it was.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. There were a lot of just cheesy lines, I guess. I don't know. I don't have too much to say anymore. No. I'm running on fumes now.
It's a great job at a shitty movie.
Yep.
He had to have made a shitty movie on purpose. I think
they were just having fun on set.
I think they were just like, let's just have some fun and make some fucking bullshit.
Yeah, who cares? Like, just all right, let's put it out there.
Hey, we got $20 million, baby. Let's roll.
Yeah. We got Josh Brolin and Bruce Willis.
Let's go.
Come on.
That's why Bruce Willis was only in there for the first in the beginning, because he only had $20 million.
I mean, shit.
I love his goatee.
He wasn't in there long, but I mean, he was the guy that killed Osama bin Laden in this movie.
He made the most of it.
Yeah.
All right.
So Planet Terror, solid 3, and honestly, that's being nice.
Yeah, I'm only giving it I was going to give it a 2, but I decided to bump it up a little bit to a 3 just because I think the shots were cool. I think he shot it well. I like the old horror movie, like vintage film, destructive, like grainy B-movie look it had. So it was stylized and it looked cool. That's the bonus points right there, but overall, not good.
You know what? Finally, I'm giving it a 3.5 just because I'm bumping it up because I am starting to think that they were probably just having so much fun making this movie.
Fair.
Like not serious at all. Like, so 3.5 just because I bet it would have been fun to like be on that set.
Probably.
So.
All right. You got anything else? Any final words?
We got shirts coming at y'all soon. Hats as well.
Not soon. They're live right now.
Oh, hats and shirts. We got them?
Got it all.
Okay. Go get them.
CRWNCinemaShop.com or go to CRWNCinema.com to check out our website.
You know where to go.
Get them. They're good. Good quality. Order a size up. They shrink in the wash. We're out.